Bayer, Bach, Brackett, Buckner-Webb, Cameron, Davis, Durst, Fulcher, Getty, Guthrie, Hagedorn, Hyder, Hill, Johnson, Keogh, Lacey, Lakey, Lodge, Martin, McKenzie, Mortimer, Nonini, Nuxel, Patrick, Pierce, Rice, Schmidt, Sidaway, Stennett, Thane, Tippett, Vick, Work, Winder, Bayer, Cameron, Davis, Getty, McKenzie,
Senator Cameron will be recorded present, as will Senator Nuxall.
Mortimer,
Roll call shows 33 present, 2 absent. A quorum being present, the Senate is in order. Senate will advance to the second order of business, prayer by Chaplain James Weberding and Pledge of Allegiance. We'd ask our friends in the gallery to rise and join us in prayer.
Good morning. Please join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, our good senators are visionaries, ever aspiring to better things for the citizens of Idaho. Many of their visions are as inspiring as the sawtooths on a clear day. But the process of achievement is about as arduous as climbing them. After weeks of committees, interviews, debates, hearings, they must be tired. And so I pray today that you will please grant these good senators, as well as our Lieutenant Governor, our Secretary, Sergeant at Arms, the rest of the Senate team, endurance. The Snake River carved a canyon one layer at a time. In the same way, I ask that you will give our Senate endurance to carve out a brighter future for our citizens. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Will now be led in the Pledge of Allegiance by our page, Madeline Breen. Madeline.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Senate will advance to third order of business, reading corrections to journal.
February 19th, 2013. The Judiciary and Rules Committee reports that the Senate Journal of the Proceedings of February 18th, 2013 was read and approved as corrected. Lodge Chairman.
Report will be filed in the Office of Secretary.
Mr. President.
Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent to advance to the fifth order of business.
Senate advance to fifth order of business, petitions, resolutions, and memorials. Senate's at the fifth order of business.
Mr. President, in a moment I'm going to make a unanimous consent request that the Senate go at ease, subject to the call of the chair. Prior to making the unanimous consent request, I ask if there are any introductions or announcements.
Senator Lakey.
Mr. President, thank you. I wanted to introduce Roger Sherman. He's here with Boise State Masters in Social Work class. I don't know all of their names, but I do know there's one Nampa student up there. That's Angela Bartlow. Please join me in welcoming them to the Senate.
Senator Cameron.
Thank you, Mr. President. In our gallery today, we have a group of students that are exchange students, part of the Future Leaders Exchange program. And I want to introduce them, except I can't pronounce their names. But I'm going to try anyhow, Mr. Chairman. And if they would wave if the name resembles what it really is. We have Tetya Prosupta from Ukraine, attending Kuna High School. Sorry. Alyssa Halina from Russia, attending Thomas Jefferson Charter School. Orhan Haskanzada from Azerbaijan, attending Timberline. Oliskis Bondareko from Ukraine, attending Victory Charter School, Chris Adakaskalita from Moldova, attending Burley High School. Kamilya Agabajova from Tajikistan, attending Emmett High School. I know I said that wrong. I'm so sorry.
Emmett, that's correct.
Emmett? Do you know where that's at, Lieutenant Governor? Okay. Rostalava Kubik from Ukraine, attending Mountain View High School. Kristina Gostava, attending from Russia, attending Meridian High School. Shatelik Penyeva from Turkmenistan, attending North Star Charter School. Maya Lasina from Russia, attending Victory Charter School. And Marami Kobelaziz from Georgia, Burley High School. Please help me welcome these students.
Mr. President,
Senator Work.
wasn't listening to that, and I was wondering if the senator from 27 could repeat that, please.
Senator Fulcher.
Mr. President, the majority party will be having a very brief recess immediately, a brief caucus immediately on recess.
Further announcements. Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent. Senate go at ease, subject to the call.
Without objection, Senator Beatty.
Welcome to Idaho in Session, Legislature Live. Funding is provided by the Idaho State Broadcasters Association, with additional support from the Union Pacific Foundation, the Idaho Association of Counties, the Association of Idaho Cities, the Idaho Cable Telecommunications Association, and your contributions to the Idaho Public Television Endowment. Welcome to Idaho in Session, Legislature Live. Funding is provided by the Idaho State Broadcasters Association with additional support from the Union Pacific Foundation, the Idaho Association of Counties, the Association of Idaho Cities, the Idaho Cable Telecommunications Association, and your contributions to the Idaho Public Television Endowment. Welcome to Idaho in Session, Legislature Live. Funding is provided by the Idaho State Broadcasters Association, with additional support from the Union Pacific Foundation, the Idaho Association of Counties, the Association of Idaho Cities, the Idaho Cable Telecommunications Association, and your contributions to the Idaho Public Television Endowment. Welcome to Idaho in Session, Legislature Live, the Senate channel. Funding is provided by the Idaho State Broadcasters Association, with additional support from the Union Pacific Foundation, the Idaho Association of Counties, the Association of Idaho Cities, the Idaho Cable Telecommunications Association, and your contributions to the Idaho Public Television Endowment.
Senate will come to order. Prior to going to East, Senate was at the fifth order of business. Senate's at the fifth order of business. Senator Getty and Senator Mortimer will be recorded present on the roll call. Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that all petitions, resolutions, and memorials be read by number, author, and title only, and the journal show they've been read at length.
Hearing no exceptions, so ordered.
In the Senate, Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 114 by Judiciary and Rules Committee. A concurrent resolution stating findings of the legislature and rejecting certain rules of the Idaho State Police relating to rules of the Idaho Peace Officer Standards and Training Council. In the Senate, Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 115 by Judiciary and Rules Committee. A concurrent resolution stating findings of the legislature and rejecting a certain rule of the Idaho State Police relating to rules of the Idaho Peace Officer Standards and Training Council.
Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 114 and Number 115 will be referred to the Judiciary and Rules Committee for printing.
There is no further business in the fifth order, Mr. President.
Senate has sixth order of business reports to Standing Committee. Senate's at the sixth order of business.
February 19, 2013, the Judiciary and Rules Committee reports that Senate Bill 1109 and Senate Bill 1110 have been correctly printed. Lodge Chairman.
Senate Bills 1109 and 1110 will be referred to the Judiciary and Rules Committee.
February 18, 2013, the State Affairs Committee reports out Senate Bill 1074 and recommend that it do pass. McKenzie, Chairman.
Senate Bill 1074 will be referred to the 12th order of business, second reading.
February 18, 2013, the Resources and Environment Committee reports it has had under consideration the gubernatorial appointment of Louise D. Stark to the Outfitters and Guides Licensing Board, term to expire April 20, 2015. The committee recommends that said appointment be confirmed by the Senate. Pierce, Chairman.
Report of the Resources and Environment Committee will refer to the 10th order of business and held for one legislative day.
February 18, 2013, the Resources and Environment Committee reports out House Bill 48, 49, and Senate Bill 1061 and recommend that they do pass. Pierce, Chairman.
House Bills 48 and 49 and Senate Bill 1061 will be referred to the 12th order of business, second reading.
February 18, 2013, the Resources and Environment Committee reports out Senate Bill 1062 with the recommendation that it be referred to the 14th order of business for amendment. Pierce, Chairman.
Without objection, Senate Bill 1062 will be referred to the 14th order of business for amendment.
February 18, 2013, the Judiciary and Rules Committee reports out House Bill 29 and recommend that it do pass. Lodge, Chairman.
House Bill 29 will be referred to the 12th order of business, second reading.
February 18, 2013, the Judiciary and Rules Committee reports out Senate Bill 1048 with the recommendation that it be referred to the 14th Order of Business for amendment. Lodge Chairman.
Hearing no objection, Senate Bill 1048 will be referred to the 14th Order of Business for amendment.
February 19, 2013, the Education Committee reports it has had under consideration the gubernatorial appointments of Brian Scigliano, Gail O'Donoghue, Wanda Chillingworth Quinn. They have all been appointed to the Public Charter School Commission, and their term to expire will be May 12, 2016. The committee recommends that said appointments be confirmed by the Senate. Getty, Chairman.
The report of the Education Committee will refer to the 10th Order of Business and held for one legislative day.
February 19, 2013, the Education Committee reports out Senate Bill 1097 with the recommendation that it be referred to the 14th Order of Business for amendment. Getty, Chairman.
Without objection, Senate Bill 1097 will be referred to the 14th Order of Business for amendment.
February 19, 2013, the Education Committee reports out Senate Bill 1092 and Senate Bill 1093 and recommend that they do pass. Getty, Chairman.
Senate Bills 1092 and 1093 will be referred to the 12th Order of Business.
February 19, 2013, the Health and Welfare Committee reports out Senate Bill 1053 and recommend that it do pass. Hyder, Chairman.
Senate Bill 1053 will refer to the 12th Order of Business, second reading.
There is no further business in sixth order, Mr. President.
Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent to advance to the 9th Order of Business.
Without objection, Senate advance to the 9th Order of Business. Messages from the House. Senate's at the 9th Order of Business.
If I come in Thursday.
February 18, 2013, Mr. President, I transmit herewith House Bill 166, 174, 127, 47, and House Bill 50, which have passed the House. Alexander, Chief Clerk.
House Bills 166, 174, 127, 47, and 50 will all be referred to the 11th Order of Business for introduction.
February 18, 2013, Mr. President, I return here with Senate Bill 1009, which has passed the House. Alexander, Chief Clerk.
Senate Bill 1009 will be referred to the Judiciary and Rules Committee for enrolling.
February 18, 2013, Mr. President, I transmit herewith enrolled House Bill 19, House Bill 20, House Bill 24, and House Bill 52 for the signature of the President. Alexander, Chief Clerk.
The President has signed House Bills 19, 20, 24, and 52, and they will be returned to the House.
There is no further business in the ninth order, Mr. President.
The Senate will advance 10th Order of Business. Motion of resolution. Senate's at the 10th Order of Business.
Mr. President.
Senator Davis.
President, I ask unanimous consent that the gubernatorial appointment of Mike Matthews to the Commission on Pardons and Paroles be held for one legislative day.
Hearing no objection, so ordered.
Just for a brief personal privilege, if I may.
You have the floor.
Mr. President, Senators, for a roadmap on where we're going once we finish our work in the 10th Order of Business, we do intend to go through the differing reading calendars and spend time in the 13th Order of Business. It is not our intent to pick up Senate Bill 1042 today. However, tomorrow when we adjourn or leave the 13th Order of Business, it's our intent to reorder the bills in the 13th Order, placing Senate Bill 1042 at the top of the calendar. It is our current intention to come in on Thursday morning at 9:30 a.m., having visited with the morning chairman and having their approval as to that time frame. We will not be going into the 10th Order of Business on Thursday. We will, however, work our way as quickly as we can to the third reading calendar. Once we get to that, it is our intent to pick up Senate Bill 1042 at the top of the calendar. We'll continue to consider that bill until the Senate has had an opportunity to act on it. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senate has, for final consideration, the report of the Health and Welfare Committee on the report of Carol Mascarenas to the Board of Environmental Quality. Secretary will read the report.
February 14, 2013, the Health and Welfare Committee reports it has had under consideration the gubernatorial appointment of Carol Mascarenhas to the Board of Environmental Quality, term to expire July 1, 2016. The committee recommends that said appointment be confirmed by the Senate. Hyder, Chairman.
Senator Bach.
Yes, Mr. President, I move the Senate adopt the committee report.
Senator Leahy.
Mr. President, second the motion.
Been moved and seconded. The Senate adopt the committee report. Senator Bach is recognized. Open debate on the
Yes,
committee report.
Mr. President. Carol Mascarenhas comes to us from they keep changing the abbreviations for it, but it used to be INL, INEL, INEEL, and whatever it is now. But she has worked there for more than 20 years as an environmental engineer related to solid waste management. She graduated from Cal Poly, Pomona, in 1986, and has an extensive list of qualifications that really, I think, demonstrate her her position at the lab out there and her qualifications for the Board of Environmental Quality. There is, I'm looking at her resume now. It consists of 4 or 5 pages of what she has done over the last 20-plus years, including some time where she was in training in California. With that, I urge you to support her nomination. Debate is open.
For the debate. Hearing no further debate, Senator Bach is recognized to close debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Fellow Senators, debate is closed.
Debate being closed. The question is, so the Senate adopt the report of the Health and Welfare Committee on the appointment of Carol Mascarenhas to the Board of Environmental Quality. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The report has been adopted, and the governor will be so notified. The Senate now has before it the report of the Health and Welfare Committee on the appointment of Beth Elroy to the Board of Environmental Quality. The Secretary will read the report.
February 14, 2013, the Health and Welfare Committee reports it has had under consideration the gubernatorial appointment of Beth Elroy to the Board of Environmental Quality, term to expire July 1, 2016. The committee recommends that said appointment be confirmed by the Senate. Hyder, Chairman.
Senator Hagedorn.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate adopt the committee report.
Senator Schmidt.
Thank you, Mr. President. I second the motion.
Been moved and seconded that the Senate adopt the committee report. Senator Hagedorn is recognized to open debate on the committee report.
Thank you, Mr. President. We've been very fortunate to have some very fine people come forward and be nominated for the Board of Environmental Quality. Elizabeth Elroy has her master's in engineering environmental emphasis from Idaho State, BS in science and mathematics from Albertsons. She comes from a 20-year background in engineering and environmental quality. She currently is at Micron and oversees about 500 engineers, a budget of about $150 million a year, and has been in this environment, in this industry for well over 20 years. Has won numerous awards for thinking correctly and taking correct and proper care of the environment, and is truly an asset to the Environmental Quality Board. And with that, Mr. President, I would ask for everyone's yay on her nomination.
Further debate? Hearing no further debate, Senator Hagedorn is recognized to close
Thank you,
debate.
Mr. President. The debate is closed.
Debate being closed. The question is, shall the Senate adopt the report of the Health and Welfare Committee on the appointment of Beth Elroy to the Board of Environmental Quality? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The report has been adopted. The governor will be so notified. So now is for final consideration the report of the State Affairs Committee on the appointment of Warren Bakes to the Idaho Endowment Fund Investment Board. The Secretary will read the report.
February 15, 2013, the State Affairs Committee reports it has had under consideration the gubernatorial appointment of Warren R. Bakes to the Idaho Endowment Fund Investment Board, term to expire April 11, 2016. The committee recommends that said appointment be confirmed by the Senate. McKenzie, Chairman.
Mr. President.
Senator Getty.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate adopt the committee report.
Senator Buckner-Webb.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
Been moved and seconded that the Senate adopt the report of the State Affairs Committee. Senator Getty is recognized to open debate on the report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Warren Bakes has been a Coeur d'Alene fixture for a number of years. He's a third-generation Idahoan. He was born in Boise. I won't hold that against him. And he was a Navy brat, so he attended 16 schools in his first 12 years of public education. He ended up at the University of Idaho. He financed his way there as a hard rock miner, a hotshot firefighter, and a natural gas pipe installer. He went into education. He taught elementary, middle, and high school. He worked his way through the administration of the Coeur d'Alene School District, ended up as the superintendent. I think that's when I first met him. Mr. Bakes retired, went to work for Avista Utilities as a resource conservation manager. Spent 6 years at that, working with 40 school districts, 8 counties, and 3 universities on energy problems. He became employed at the University of Idaho following that tenure. He is currently the coordinator of student placement for North Idaho and Eastern Washington, putting teacher candidates into student teaching positions. He's got a good head, and he is available for the meeting schedule that would put him in good stead with the investment board. And I would point out that this is his 50th year in education in the state of Idaho. Mr. President, debate is open.
Further debate? Hearing no further debate, Senator Geddes is recognized to close debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Debate is closed.
Debate being closed. The question is, so the Senate adopt the report of the State Affairs Committee on the appointment of Warren Bakes to the Idaho Endowment Fund Investment Board. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The report has been adopted, and the governor will be so notified. The Senate now has for final consideration the report of the State Affairs Committee on the appointment of Neil Anderson to the Idaho Endowment Fund Investment Board. The Secretary will read the report.
February 15, 2013, the State Affairs Committee reports it has had under consideration the gubernatorial appointment of Neil Anderson to the Idaho Endowment Fund Investment Board, term to expire December 31, 2014. The committee recommends that said appointment be confirmed by the Senate. McKenzie, Chairman.
Mr. President.
Senator Baer.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate adopt the committee report.
Senator Buckner-Webb.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
Moved and seconded. The Senate adopt the report of the State Affairs Committee. Senator Baer is recognized to open debate on the report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Representative Anderson represents District 31 and is my compadre and good friend. I've known Neil for a long, long time and can recommend him as an honest and clean-cut individual. He was born in Thornton, just south of Rexburg, and we have since adopted him into Blackfoot, and we're glad to have him there. Neil graduated from ISU with a business degree. He worked for Mountain Bell for 10 years and was in charge of overseeing the phone network out at the INL. After that, he started up a business in Blackfoot as a franchise owner of Edward Jones Investments. He did that for the past 25 years and earned a Series 7 securities license. That Blackfoot office has grown to be actually one of the largest investment broker offices for Edward Jones in the region, which led Neil to be named the regional leader for the company, in charge of some 80-plus brokers in the Idaho and Utah region. He eventually was named a general partner in that regional investment company. Neil retired from Edwards Jones. His sons now operate that business, and he ranches in southeast Idaho. Mr. Anderson is very qualified for this job and will do a great job. And if any of you have had a chance to get to know Neil, he is extremely bright and well-versed in the investment industry. With that, Mr. President, debate is open.
Further debate? Hearing no further debate, Senator Baer is recognized to close debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Debate is closed.
Debate being closed. The question is, will the Senate adopt the report of the State Affairs Committee on the appointment of Neil Anderson to the Idaho Endowment Fund Investment Board? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The report has been adopted, and the governor will be so notified. The Senate now has for final consideration the report of the Judiciary and Rules Committee on the appointment of Janie Dressen to the Commission on Pardons and Parole. The Secretary will read the report.
February 18, 2013, the Judiciary and Rules Committee reports it has had under consideration the gubernatorial appointment of Anna Janie Dressen to the Commission on Pardons and Parole, term to expire January 1st, 2016. The committee recommends that said appointment be confirmed by the Senate Lodge Chairman.
Mr. President.
Senator Getty.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate adopt the committee report.
Senator Buckner-Webb.
I second the motion.
Been moved and seconded. The Senate adopt the report of the Judiciary and Rules Committee. Senator Getty is recognized to open debate on the report.
Thank you, Mr. President. I first met Jenny Dressen when I was involved in the North Idaho Chamber of Commerce, and she worked with the St. Mary's Chamber of Commerce. Her husband was a banker in St. Mary's and was served on the board of the North Idaho Chamber of Commerce. This is a reappointment. Janie was on the Parole Commission from 2009 to present. She actually retired from the commission in 2006 and got reappointed in 2009. As I indicated, she did serve prior to that as well, from 1997 to 2006. During that time, she was the Western Region Vice President for the Association of Paroling Authorities International. She had prior experience. She had 4 years working for the Department of Corrections, and that's where she gained her interest in this particular commission. With that, Mr. President, the debate is open.
Further debate? Hearing no further debate, Senator Getty is recognized to close debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Debate is closed.
Debate being closed. Question is, shall the Senate adopt the report of the Judiciary and Rules Committee on the appointment of Janie Dressen to the Commission on Pardons and Paroles? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The report has been adopted, and the governor will be so notified. The Senate now has a report of the Judiciary and Rules Committee on the appointment of Lisa Bostaff to the Commission on Pardons and Paroles. The Secretary will read the report.
February 18, 2013, the Judiciary and Rules Committee reports it has had under consideration the gubernatorial appointment of Lisa Bostaff to the Commission on Pardons and Parole, term to expire January 1, 2015. The committee recommends that said appointment be confirmed by the Senate Lodge Chairman.
Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I move the adoption of the committee report.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
Been moved and seconded. The Senate adopt the committee report. Senator Davis is recognized to open debate on the committee
Thank
report.
you, Mr. President. This is also an appointment to the Commission of Pardons and Paroles. Professor Bostaff is a professor, an associate professor in the Department of Criminal Justice at Boise State University. She has other additional strong academic credentials, but in addition to that, she comes from a family with a law enforcement background. Her PhD is in criminal justice, but she not only has strong academic and research capabilities, but in addition to that, her research and emphasis has been in the area of best practices for probation and parole and alternatives to incarceration. Well, that's just right up the alley for the Pardons and Parole Commission. You really ought to read her CV. It is remarkable, lengthy, and impressive. She has had a great deal of work, both here in Idaho and in Chicago, dealing with victims' assistance, not just crime victims as an advocate, but also in coordinating victims as witnesses in those proceedings. She has also served as the president of the Western Association of Criminal Justice. As I have visited with her, she is very interested in, has been serving for a period of time on a commission that requires a great deal of research and study. She is enjoying her service. She seeks to continue that service. And as a result, I ask for your vote to allow her to continue to do that. Debate is open.
The debate. Hearing no further debate, Senator Davis is recognized to close debate.
Mr. President, the only thing I would add in closing debate is that she is the faculty advisor for the BSU women's lacrosse team as well. Debate is closed.
Debate being closed. The question is, will the Senate adopt the report of the Judiciary and Rules Committee on the appointment of Lisa Bostaff to the Commission on Pardons and Parole? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The report has been adopted, and the governor will be so notified. business. Is there any further business, Madam Secretary?
Mr. President, my apologies.
Senator Davis.
Mr. President, have I previously requested that the appointment of Mike Matthews be
You
held?
have, Senator, and it will be held for one
Thank you. Is there
legislative
any
day.
other work in this order of business?
There
is.
There
Mr.
is.
President, my apologies. I was so excited about my gubernatorial appointment.
It was a squeaker.
Well, and thank you, Floor, for your support on that motion. Mr. President, if I might, just for a quick personal privilege.
You may.
Senators, we're going to, at this point in time, swear in our pages and our additional attaché that has joined us since we did this previously. And so we'll do that now before we leave the 10th order of business and head to the 11th. Mr. President, I move that the attachés whose names the Secretary will soon read to the floor be elected to the offices for which they are appointed.
Mr. President, second the motion.
Been moved and seconded that the attachés be elected. The Secretary will read the list of attachés.
Majority Staff Assistant Janae Clayton. Pages, Zachary Barron from Rexburg, Madeline Breen from Middleton, Carson Cole from Rigby, Robin Croteau from Boise, Kyle Hudenpile from Priest River, Megan Johnson from Parma, Kira Perrin from Hagerman, Narissa Schmeckel from Twin Falls, Cameron Sears from Rigby, and Abigail Sweet from Nampa.
Senator Davis.
Mr. President, ask unanimous consent, Senator Gleason, called chair.
Without objection, Senator be it easy. You and I were ahead of ourselves. Senate will come to order. The Senate's in the 10th order of business. There's a motion and a second that the attachés be elected. The Secretary, contemplating the expenditure of funds, the Secretary will call the roll.
Bear. Bayer. Bach. Brackett. Buckner-Webb. Cameron. Davis. Durst. Fulcher. Getty. Guthrie. Hagedorn. Hyder. Hill. Johnson. Keogh. Lacey. Lakey. Lodge. Martin. McKenzie. Mortimer. Nonini. Nuxel. Patrick. Pierce. Rice. Schmidt. Sidaway. Stennett. Thane. Tippett. Fick. Work. Winder. Bach. Buckner-Webb. Schmidt. Work.
Roll call shows 34 ayes, no nays, one absence excused. Majority have voted in the affirmative. The attachés have been duly elected. Senator Davis.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask unanimous consent that the Sergeant at Arms escort the attachés into the Senate chamber and into the well of the Senate for the purpose of receiving the oath of office.
Without objection, so ordered. Sergeant, will you escort the attachés? Welcome. We're delighted to have you. We hope this experience is fruitful. Will you hold up your right hand and repeat after me? Do you solemnly swear that you will uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Idaho, and that you will faithfully discharge your duties as attachés for the State Senate to the best of your ability? Very good. Congratulations. Sergeant, you can escort the newly sworn-in pages out of the well of the Senate.
There is no further business in the 10th order, Mr. President.
Advance the 11th order of business. First reading of bills. Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that all bills on first reading be read by number, author, and title only in the journal show they've been read at length.
Hearing no objections, so ordered.
In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1111 by State Affairs Committee, an act relating to the Condominium Property Act to revise provisions relating to the allocation of percentage of ownership interest in a common area. In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1112 by State Affairs Committee, an act relating to proceedings before the Public Utilities Commission to revise the Public Utilities Commission's authority regarding schedule, rate, fare, toll, rental, charge, classification, contract, practice, rule, service, or regulation.
Senate Bills 1111 and Senate Bills 1112 will be referred to the Judiciary and Rules Committee for printing.
In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 166 by Appropriations Committee, an act relating to the Idaho National Guard Youth Challenge Program, appropriating additional monies to the Military Division for the Federal State Agreements Program for fiscal year 2013. In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 174 by Appropriations Committee, an act appropriating additional monies to the Department of Water Resources for fiscal year 2013. In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 127 by Business Committee, an act relating to the Bureau of Occupational Licenses to provide that the Bureau of Occupational Licenses may collect and pay certain fees relating to criminal background checks. In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 47 by Resources and Conservation Committee, an act relating to water masters to authorize the Director of the Department of Water Resources to appoint a successor water master under certain conditions. In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 50 by Resources and Conservation Committee, an act relating to hydropower to revise provisions relating to the authority of the Director of the Idaho Department of Water Resources to limit a permit or license for power purposes to a term.
House Bill 166 and 174 will be referred to the Finance Committee. House Bill 127 will be referred to Commerce and Human Resources Committee, and House Bills 47 and 50 will be referred to the Resources and Environment.
There is no further business in the 11th order, Mr.
Then
President.
advance the 12th order of business. Second reading of bills. Since that 12th order of business, Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that all bills on second reading be read by number and author only in the journal show they've been read at length.
Hearing no objection, so ordered.
In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 72 by Revenue and Taxation Committee. In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1070 by Local Government and Taxation Committee. In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 122 by Appropriations Committee. In the House of Representatives, House Bill number 123 by Appropriations Committee. In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1101 by Finance Committee. In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1102 by Finance Committee. In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1103 by Finance Committee. In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1104 by Finance Committee. In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1034 by Judiciary and Rules Committee. In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1035 by Judiciary and Rules Committee.
House Bill 12, Senate Bill 1070, House Bill 122, 123, Senate Bills 1101, 1102, 1103, 1104, 1034, and 1035 will all be referred to the 13th order of business, third reading calendar.
There's no further business in the 12th order, Mr. President.
Senate will advance the 13th order of business, third reading of bills. Senator Schmidt.
Thank you, Mr. President. Is House Bill, let me find it, 36 on the third reading order?
It is.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask unanimous consent that House Bill 36 be returned to committee. May I explain?
You may.
Mr. President, with review with the requesting sponsor as well as the Board of Nursing Home Administrator Examiners, they would like to do further work on this bill with the committee.
Hearing no objection, House Bill 36 will be returned to the Health and Welfare Committee. Senate now is for final consideration. Senate Bill 1049. The Secretary will read the bill.
In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1049 by Resources and Environment Committee, an act relating to the Oil and Gas Conservation Commission to remove reference to the State Board of Land Commissioners comprising the commission.
Mr. President.
Senator Sidaway.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that further reading of Senate Bill 1049 be dispensed with, and the Journal show it's been read a third time at length, section by section, and is now properly for the Senate for final consideration.
Hearing no objection, Senator Sidaway is recognized to open debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senators, this bill deals with the Oil and Gas Commission that was set up last year during all of the oil bills that we gas and oil bills that we dealt with last year. And currently the commission for the gas and oil industry is the State Land Board. And this was brought forth by the Idaho Department of Lands to make this change. The change will set up a citizen commission now, and on that commission it's proposed that there will be 5 people. One person must be knowledgeable in gas and oil, one knowledgeable in geology, one knowledgeable in water. It must have a landowner with surface and mineral rights in the area where exploration is going on, and it also must have a landowner without any mineral rights. The exact process for the selection of who is going to determine who the members of the board are going to be has not been defined yet. But like most commissions, whoever sits on this board will be selected by the governor for the appointment on that board. And it'll be subject to the call of the governor. This legislation also establishes the terms of those commission members. It staggers them in a 1-year, a 2-year, a 3-year, a 4-year initial term, and then from there on out, they will be 4-year terms. And lastly, it also establishes that there can be a designating hearing officer. That may be a professional that's lined up to take the concerns of the commission and go out and get public input and do the research that's needed so that the commission can make wise decisions. To help perform these duties right now, the commission can decide to use the Department of Lands and its director as its secretary, or it can decide to hire its own secretary and any personnel that it needs to have. And you'll remember in the bills last year, I think it was House Bill 379, where we established the protocols to bring in the money from the royalties for the lands, and there is a severance tax in part of that. And if this commission grows and exploration in the state grows, then a portion of that severance tax would be dedicated to fund the business of the commission. With that, Mr. President, debate is open.
For the debate on Senate Bill 1049, Senator Pierce.
Mr. President, I just rise to announce that I may have a conflict of interest. I have an oil and gas lease.
It will be so recorded in the Journal. Further announcements or further debate? Hearing no further debate, Senator Sidaway is recognized to close debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. The debate is closed.
Debate being closed. Question is, shall Senate Bill 1049 pass? The Senate Secretary will call the roll.
Baer. Bayer. Bach. Brackett. Buckner Webb. Cameron. Davis. Durst, Fulcher, Getty, Guthrie, Hagedorn, Hyder, Hill, Johnson, Keogh, Lacey, Lakey, Lodge, Martin, McKenzie, Mortimer, Nonini, Nuxel, Patrick, Pierce, Rice, Schmidt, Sidaway, Stennett, Thane, Tippett, Fick, Work, Winder, Bach,
Call shows 35 ayes, no nays, no absence, excused, majority having voted in the affirmative. Senate Bill 1049 is passed the Senate. The correction title, hearing none, the title is approved. Senate Bill 1049 will be transmitted to the House. Senate now is for final consideration. Senate Bill 1055, the Secretary will read the bill.
In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1055 by Education Committee, an act relating to education and internet-based expenditure website to provide that an annual budget shall be included on the internet-based
Mr.
website.
President.
Senator Getty.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent for the reading of Senate Bill 1055 be dispensed with, and the Journal show it's been read a third time at length. Section by section is now before the Senate for final consideration.
Hearing no exceptions, Senator Getty is recognized to open debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Fellow Senators, what you have before you right now just reinstates two provisions that were put into code and somehow with the repeal of Students Come First got pulled back out. You may recall that that every school district has a website in which they have to post certain items, and we're just adding back that they need to post their annual budget and their current master labor agreement. Neither of these documents need to be searchable. It can simply be a scan and an attachment of a PDF file to satisfy the requirement. With that, Mr. President, debate is open.
Debate. Senator Durst.
Mr. President, debate in favor of the legislation. I think that it's important for our constituents to be able to see what we're doing with their money. And while I wouldn't profess to know what voters might have been thinking when they chose to make the right decision and repeal the Students Come First legislation, I do think that this is the important way to go to make sure that we have some transparency in our government.
Further debate? Hearing no further debate, Senator Getty is recognized to close debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is a transparency issue. Debate is closed.
Debate being closed. The question is, so Senate Bill 1055 pass the Senate. Senator Winder.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask unanimous consent the roll call vote used for the passage of Senate Bill 1049 be now used for the passage of Senate Bill 1055.
Hearing no objection, roll call shows 35 ayes, no nays, no absence, excused, majority having voted in the affirmative. Senate Bill 1055 passed the Senate. Their corrections of title. Hearing none, titles approved. Senate Bill 1055 will be transmitted to the House. Senate now is for final consideration. Senate Bill 1003 is amended. The Secretary will read the bill.
In the Senate, Senate Bill number 1003 as amended by Resources and Environment Committee, an act relating to fish and game, to revise provisions relating to Class II licenses, to provide...
Mr. President.
Senator Sidaway.
Mr. President, I ask that further reading of Senate Bill 1003 be dispensed with. The Journal show has been read a third time at length, section by section, and is now finally before the Senate for final consideration.
Hearing no objections, Senator Sidaway is recognized to open debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senators, this bill was brought to us by the Department of Fish and Game to try to simplify the licensing within the department. Currently, if you're a resident and you're 11 years old and you want to and you turn 11 years old in February and you want to go turkey hunting that spring, you have to be able to buy your license and apply for that tag. And and to buy that license, it's called a youth small game license. But if in that same year you turn 12 years old and then you want to go elk hunting, then you have to go buy a different license. So this combines those two licenses into one called a junior hunting license. That would allow you to do both the spring hunt for turkeys and then a fall hunt for big game. But if you wanted to go big game hunting before you turn 12 years old, this junior hunting license would not allow that. It does not change any ages that are currently in statute. The bill integrates the youth small game license and the youth hunter education graduate hunting license into the junior hunting license for residents, and it integrates the provisions of those licenses, those same licenses, into the junior mentored hunting license for the non-residents. The consolidation, again, does not change any age limitations. You still have to be the 10 years of age to apply for the turkey permits that are under those provisions. The bill also clarifies an error in the licenses. It had a disabled veteran combination hunting and fishing license. Well, there isn't a disabled veteran fishing license differential. So it makes that so that it's just the hunting license, and it speaks to that and makes that technical correction. And then to the amendment that we passed that was attached to this bill, I was getting some pretty tough looks from the good senator from District 5, and wondering what his anxieties were over this when we were talking about allowing a non-resident to come in and get a license and to kill predators. And I caught up to him outside, and so I thought this was worth bringing up so that everyone would understand. I think a lot of us think of predators as the wolf and the grizzly bear and the black bear and the mountain lion. Well, first off, the grizzly bear is fully protected under the Threatened and Endangered Species Act. It's not a game animal. It may eat prey, but what it eats, its diet is not how it's classified in the Department of Fish and Game. A predator in the Department of Fish and Game are 6 animals. They're a coyote and a raccoon, a skunk, a weasel, a jackrabbit, and a starling. Those are the only things that are predators. And there are a whole bunch of other animals. An upland game animal, about the only thing that falls into that category is a rabbit. And fur bearers, fox and lynx and bobcats and those kinds of things. So a predator in this context of this bill is just one of those 6 animals that I already mentioned. And this license does not allow non-resident people to hunt big game. It's specific to those 6 classes of predators. So with that, I hope there's some clarification there. Mr. President, debate is open.
For the debate,
Mr.
Senator
President.
Stinnett.
Mr. President, would the good senator from 35 yield to a
Senator
question?
Sidaway, would you yield?
I will.
Senator Stinnett for the inquiry.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator. The one part of this that I didn't hear about is how this differs in providing that trapping licenses shall entitle the purchaser to trap wolves. Could you explain that portion further, please?
Senator Sidaway.
Yes, Mr. President, and good senator from 26. In order to trap wolves, you have to actually attend a school, a clinic put on by the state, and you have to get a wolf trapping permit, and you have to follow all of those protocols. So this really doesn't have anything in this bill doesn't have anything to do with wolves or wolf trapping.
Mr. President, would the good senator yield again?
Senator Sidaway.
I will.
Senator Stinnett.
I guess, good Senator, that's why I'm confused. It does say that there's something about it within the note, and so I'm wondering if that, I mean, I'm reading right from the description that it says that it provides trapping license shall entitle the purchaser to trap wolves. So I'm trying to figure out why that's in there.
Senator Sidaway.
I'm going to have, could you refer me to?
Senate will be at each subject call the chair.
The, where? I'm not seeing.
Page 3, line 7.
Page 3.
Is it the title of the order section?
What's in this definition?
It's here. Oops, I got it.
Okay. For an introduction, please. Everybody's here. I would like to introduce Tim Christopherson, who is from my district, if he would stand and you would welcome him. He is a logging contractor from Debco in Kamiai.
Good senators, while we're still at ease, if I could real quickly take this time to remind you that it's Forestry Day at the legislature, and our good friends in the timber industry are having lunch at the Boise Center Convention Center. If you've not called in and still are interested in attending, please feel free to do so. Thank you.
Senate will come to order. Prior to going to east, Senate was the 13th order of business and had under debate Senate Bill 1003 as amended. Senator Stinnett.
Mr. President, I just wondered if the good senator could answer about the provision for wolf trapping within this bill right quick so we're clear that it is in there.
Senator Sidaway.
Thank you, and thank you, good senator. I apologize for my confusion there. What the good senator from 26 was talking about on page 3, where we have the underlining of the addition of the wolves and fur-bearing animals, that is just more or less a technical change because we already have trapping of wolves and all of those provisions in other parts of the code. And so this just adds this to make this part of the code congruent with the other parts of Idaho code. And I apologize for not having that answer there.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you, Mr. President.
Further debate? Hearing no further debate, Senator Sidaway is recognized to close debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Debate is closed.
Debate being closed. The question is, so Senate Bill 1003 as amended passes the Senate. The Secretary will call the roll.
Bear. Bayer. Bach. Brackett. Buckner-Webb. Cameron. Davis. Durst. Fulcher. Getty. Guthrie. Hagedorn. Hyder. Hill. Johnson. Keogh. Lacey. Lakey. Lodge. Martin. McKenzie. Mortimer. Nonini. Nuxel. Patrick. Pierce. Rice. Schmidt. Sidaway. Stinnett.
Mr. President,
Senator Stinnett.
having not debated, may I explain my vote?
Seconds, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good senators, I think there's pieces of this that make sense. My difficulty is there's an awful lot of changing around various different things within this bill, and there are portions of it that I disagree with, so this senator will be voting no.
Senator Stinnett will be recorded as voting no.
Thane. Tippett. Fick. Work. Winder. Bach. Buckner-Webb. Durst. Getty. Nuxel.
Roll call shows 30 ayes, 4 nays, 1 absent excused. Majority having voted in the affirmative, Senate Bill 1003 as amended is passed Senate of the corrections title. Hearing none, the title is approved. Senate Bill 1003 as amended will be transmitted to the House. Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent Senate return to the fourth order of business.
Without objection, the Senate return to the fourth order of business. Reading of communications. Senate's at the fourth order of business.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent Senate advance to the fifth order of business.
Without objection, Senate advance fifth order of business. Presentations of petitions, resolutions, and memorials.
Mr. President, for personal privilege, if I may.
You have the floor.
Mr. President, Senators, we are soon going to recess till the hour of 4:30 p.m. today. It's our intent to work no later than 6 p.m., depending on the progress that we make this afternoon. We had this morning, out of the sixth order of business, a total of 15 different pieces of either legislation or gubernatorial appointments that came out of that order of business to the 10th and to the 13th. And so we need to stay on top of it and manage it the best we possibly can. So if you'll plan on that. We realize that are crowding into our late afternoon committees a bit, and I have promised Senator Mortimer and the Education Committee that I'll be as sensitive to that as we possibly can, and we'll work with them. We know they have a very ambitious calendar this afternoon. Prior to recess, I ask if there are introductions or announcements.
Announcements. Senator Winder.
Thank you, Mr. President. It is our intent to go into the 14th order of business tomorrow on Wednesday, so you do need to have your amendments in by 4 p.m. today in order to be considered under the 14th order this week. Otherwise, you'll miss a week.
Further announcements. Senator Davis.
Mr. President, I move the Senate recess till the hour of 4:30 p.m. this afternoon.
Senator Stinnett.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
Been moved and seconded. Senate recess till 4:30 today. All in favor say aye. All opposed nay. The ayes have it. We are in recess.